Hello everyone, my name is Mrs. Lambert. I want to teach you a game called I Spy today. It's the perfect addition to your family game night. What you're going to need is a deck of cards, and you're going to be using them to look for facts on your game board. So as you can see here, I have a standard deck of cards, and I'm only using aces through tens in my game board. That's kind of a medium version of this game. To make it a little bit easier for your children, maybe they're working with smaller facts, get rid of some more cards. So maybe only play with aces through fives. If you want to make it more challenging for your children, put in those face cards, right? So jacks would equal 11s, queens would be 12s, and kings would be 13s. So feel free to add those in. You're not going to need jokers for any of the versions. Okay, so to get started, you're going to need at least a partner, but you could play with a small group. And you're going to lay out all the cards that you're using in a big rectangle in front of you. So I've got my aces through tens here. If you don't have enough room to lay out all your cards at once, make a smaller game board and then have a draw pile and just fill in the blank spaces as you play. Okay, so to get started, you can choose between playing 3 different versions of this game. Either you can be looking for addition facts, or you can be looking for multiplication facts, or you can try a combo of doing both. Up to you and the needs of your family. Okay, so let's get started here. So I'm going to be pretending to play with a partner. And so let's say my partner says, I spy 2 cards whose product equals 24. So that means that I'm looking for 2 cards that when I multiply the numbers together, it equals 24. So I have to search throughout my game board to see if I can find those numbers. So let's see. 8 times 3 equals 24. These 2 cards are next to each other, right? And they equal 24. So I can take those out and put those in my keep pile. I can keep looking to see if there is another fact that equals 24 on my game board. 6 times 4 equals 24 as well. So again, I can pull those out and set them aside. Now let's say I'm looking and I say that I'm done. I can't find any more facts. My partner has a chance to look at the board and see if there's any facts that I missed. So let's say my partner finds this fact right here, 6 times 4 also equals 24, and I missed that one. My partner gets to keep those cards. So it's really important that when you're searching for these facts, you try and find all of them, because if you don't, your partner can get those points. Okay, now if I was playing with a smaller game board, like I mentioned before, now there's these empty spots. You could fill those in with those extra cards that you have. But since my game board's large, I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. Once these spots get really big, then we can smush the cards together again. Okay, so now it would be my turn to give a clue to my partner. As just an example, I'm going to show you an addition way of playing this game. So let's say I spy 2 cards that are next to each other that equal 11. Okay, so my partner would have to look around the game board and try and find 11s. So 6 plus 5 equals 11. Okay. 10 plus 1 equals 11, right? 9 plus 2 equals 11. Okay. And then keep looking around the game board. It is up to you and your family on whether the 2 cards that you spy have to be side by side or vertical, or you can even make them diagonal. That is up to you. So if I were playing with the diagonals, I could say 10 plus 1 equals 11 as well. Okay? So you'd keep playing this game like this Right now my game board has a ton of open spaces, so it makes it harder to find two cards that are next to each other. So just reshuffle the game board a little bit. So I'm going to move these cards up and maybe fill these cards in like this. Okay, and now my numbers are closer together, so it's easier to make those pairs. Okay, so you keep playing back and forth or around in a circle if you're playing with a small group until all the cards are gone and distributed between the players. And then at the end of the game, all the players would count their cards, and whoever has the most cards wins. So this is a great way how to practice multiplication facts or addition facts, and just really be searching for numbers and seeing how numbers connect. Maybe try all three versions. Ask your children, how does the game change? Is one way easier or harder? If you do play with diagonals, does that make the game easier to play because you can find more facts, or is it harder because there's so many more different combinations that you have to look at? Test it out, see it. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this game, I Spy, and let me know what you think. I'll see you next time.